What he sees is blindness in you and me. What he sees is deafness in you and me. What he sees is dumbness in you and me. And it is his desire, it is his wish to move among these pews right now and over each and every one of us to say, Ephrata. The word was kept intact in the original language by the original author because it is so critical and it is so important. His desire to say over our minds and say over our souls and say over our hearts, for God's sake, be opened. Because we're not. Ephrata. Open your eyes and see beyond the labels. See beyond the stereotypes. Ephrata. Open your ears for God's sake and hear the cries of the poor. Those who are struggling in our own community, in our own midst. Ephrata. Be open. He says to my presence, it's here in your joy and in your sorrow. A mother and father were leaving the hospital after visiting their very ill daughter. The woman turned to her husband and said, you know, dear, I used to be able to turn to God. I used to be able to pray for our daughter. I used to be able to hear God say to me, don't worry. But now I can't. I seem unable to speak to God. I seem unable to hear him. I have become deaf and dumb to God. Maybe like the man in the gospel, we need to go off into a quiet place alone with Jesus, away from the crowd. Maybe we need to spend time in his healing presence to let him touch our tongues and put his finger into our ears spiritually. Maybe we need to let him say, Ephrata, be opened over each and every one of us.